please tell us more about your studio background, like what you exactly teaching?
Okay, as you all know, the shirt over here, the Artz Studio, all right? Now, over here is that we are very, very interested in teaching on small children, kids and so on, because we focus on the creativity part. What do I mean by creativity part over here? You see, those days back in the younger days, right, we used to be sort of shaped out. We thought of like, hey, water should be blue color. No other color, shouldn't be purple, shouldn't be pink and so on. But I had one day, I actually met a student, a kid, right? A kid tell me, I want my wheel to be in pink and purplish color sea. So when I asked that kid, I said, why is it pink and purple? You say, why must it be blue? Why can't I think something out of the box? All right, so that single part has actually touched me and said, hey, kids, nowadays they think differently. So let's not shape them to say, no, I want you to change it back to blue or green, as we all know. And then the second part over here is on the creativity part is that we want them to think outside the box. Sometimes, let's just say a simple story, the big bad wolf. The big bad wolf and the three little pig. What happened over here is they may just focus on the story and they draw it out. But some students, they say, hey, Teacher Roy, can I change it this way? I want to make the pig versus the wolf, but the pig has got some superpowers. So over there, I would say, just go ahead. Because based on their creativity, I want them to fork it out from themselves.
I'm just curious about that. What's the difference between the creative art, the sensory art, and the realistic art? Yeah.
Okay, the sensory art over here is basically to train children under the age of 4, all right, on motor skill. Generally, if you have a toddler yourself, all right, what happens, you will see them when they draw, they'll sort of move their whole hand. You ask them to draw a small circle, it's slightly difficult for them. Sometimes they will just a dot. And when you try to ask them to draw bigger circle, you will notice almost the whole body will start moving. As though as what we all say, the tanki is coming like that. They will start moving here and there, and then they love tapping all these things. So generally at that age, we are actually interested in training their motor skill first. Then the next step comes to the creative art. That's where we start to spark their mind with creative thought. Sometimes we teachers will just ask them, why not instead of, again, let's take this example of the sea, the blue sea, the purple sea. Why don't you change into a futuristic city inside the sea, deep inside the sea? So sometimes they'll start thinking, hey, I want to have a restaurant under the sea. Some kids, they will start telling this thing out sometimes. And then from that on, for the higher age, all right, age group of 13 and above, sometimes when we see they are able to go to the realistic, it's more on graphical drawing, where they see certain scenery, all right, and they draw it out. And we have our expertise of teachers to guide them on it.
Like, do you think who is more suitable to attend all these courses?
Kids that always have a lot of stories to tell their parents, especially those children we are aged between 4 to 10. Sometimes they will tell wonderful stories where the parents will share with me, that actually one time they came back, is that, Teacher, did you just taught them that owl is able to turn their neck more than us? I said, yeah, that's the fact. So he said, my kid wanted to do, they are trying to do themselves, doing this and doing that, So I said, well, at least my teaching, gone into them. So they said, Teacher, I really enjoy this part over here because where you taught my kid, and my kid actually came back and told us, and somehow we all got to know it.
Do you have any message to our student, our platform student, or all the QERA members?
I would like to tell them that do join us and see for yourself on the creative part. How will we be able to enthuse you to think creatively? And at the same time, enjoy the process of art, because again, as I said, everything starts from a piece of paper. Thank you.